everyone, welcome to Scrap Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching and all your lovely comments on all my videos. I really appreciate that. I've got a really quick video again for you, and I'm using some crepe paper as my base paper, and the reverse side, that light type of craft striped paper, is the reverse of that. And I'm cutting up some Bella Boulevard, that polka dot acetate piece of paper, and it's called Bell Pepper Confetti. And I love the way it layers on top of that already polka dotted paper. So it just adds another layer of polka dotting. But before I had started, I did use my chevron stamp, as you can see in the teal damask chalk ink. And I used my Chamel camera stamp that I got in my hip kit, but I think it's a little bit defective. Some of the bubbles on the top, or the polka dots on the top of my camera, are sunken in, so I think my stamp is a bit defective, so it didn't give me a true, representation of what I think that stamp was supposed to be, but that's okay. And I had already made my photo cluster with some basil cardstock in aqua. I kind of layered that, and I used an American Crafts gold arrow paper clip. So that's how I started my layout. I always start it with the photo, and that's what I always tell you. Just start with your photo, because that's where your inspiration usually comes from, and then look through what you have and go from there and see what it is that you need to do to add, to build from that. So I'm always a center focusing type scrapper, unless I change my mind, or I change the size of the photo, or I want to do something funky. And again, here I'm just going to use my ATG to layer those two border strips on the top and the bottom. It is usually my style to do this, but on top of that, I'm trying to hide the ATG on the acetate, and that top strip is like a smidge too short, but it's okay. We're not striving for perfection, right? We're just striving to get things done, to be motivated, to be happy, and just to do it. It's not about being perfect. It's just about having fun and recording your memories. So I know I can see that gap even as I look here to my left at my layout while I do this voiceover, but you know what, it's okay. And I bring that up not because I'm focusing on it, I bring it up because I want to be honest with you. And when you go through those challenges, and when you see, something that's imperfect, or that didn't quite work out like you think you see on YouTube, and you see everything and you think it's all perfect and fine and dandy, no. There are little things that only the person who does the layouts know that's there. I bring them to your attention so that you can relate to it, and so that you can feel motivated to continue doing what it is that you're doing, because you're doing an amazing job just like I am. So my title, I'm using the thickers are Dear Lizzie Treehouse, and I don't know what color they are, but they're a nice soft pink. And the font is a bit tricky to work with, but it makes a spectacular presence on your layouts. I really like it. Once it was down on my page, I loved it. So my title is What's Up, Goggle Face? And you know what? That's how my kids talk to each other, so I thought it would be funny to do that. And that was my title, and I loved it. And I loved that it was a fresh pack, so I had enough letters to do everything. But in my next few videos, you're going to see me kind of put my hands up in the air. Every time I'm trying to make a title, I don't have enough vowels left. So, I mean, if you are in that manufacturing business and you can hear me, because I'm just a little somebody, but I am a somebody, put more vowels. Don't put any more numbers. Don't put any numbers on your packs. Just put vowels. Is that good? Is that a right thing? Yeah, I think we all want more vowels instead of numbers. So here I'm using still some October Afternoon label tags, which I used my Scraptastic stamp. Let's see, which one was that? Purple Rain stamp that says capture this, and those are those individual words that came in that. And then I used my Amy Tangerine words for the next one that says too funny, and I made my own tab using leftover piece of paper of the base crepe paper with the polka dots. And so I think there's like a soft yellow or a soft beige polka dot just on the two there, but it works perfectly because of course everything matches together. And so I'm almost done. It came about really quickly, honestly. It was just, every little bit and piece that comes in every little kit that I get, or every little thing that I already own. I just loved it. So as you can see now that I'm closer up, I really like the way that chevron stamp is peeking out from underneath, and it's actually layered underneath that acetate. So it just looks awesome. A piece of acetate layered on top of pattern paper just has a different flair to it. A tiny little enamel dot, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure it's Rory who always inspired me to put little enamel dots and as accents on top of my embellishments as well. So go ahead and give that a try. A tiny little baby enamel dot brings so much joy to something that already you love, which I love the Instagram camera in wood veneer. I would like to have like a package of 1,000,000 of that. My flare badge is an exclusive to Scraptastic, which I love adding. And here are some popsicle sticks that have beautiful gold and yellow. And I'm trying to keep with a lot of that yellow toned and a lot of tone on tone type embellishments, and just allow that teal or aqua paper to speak for itself. And so I really like that. And I know that that circle, that acetate circle, it says August even though this is in June, but that's okay. It's just another detail. It's just another circle in the right tones. And I really like that brad there at the corner. I thought it would be fun to play up that circle a little bit more. And I keep going back and forth on that one, but I really, really like it. So now I'm going to cover up the July using that acetate and just bringing more interest up to that corner. So now you're visually moving around my photo in a complete circle. So there's enough working there that, you know, it does what it has to do so that you visually know what the page is doing. And it's a very soft, clean, fresh looking page that came across so quickly. So what are my tips and techniques for this week? Keep it simple and layer color upon color of the same tone. Keep it monochromatic to a point. But don't be afraid to centralize your photo and bring in a pop of color, even if it's a soft color like aqua. It doesn't hurt the eye, but it really draws the eye in, and I love it. I love this layout so much. I don't know why. I think it's the color tones. I think it was how quickly it came about. I also think that it's my favorite size of photo, and the photo is a 3x3 photo. And I'm just going to go back in with some hot glue just to, you know, I think all I did was, I think I either stapled it or I just used my clip. And so here I'm just coming in with my hot glue gun and adding, you know, some glue to the bits and pieces that I haven't glued down. And usually I do this off camera, so it's just, I know I'm coming to an end. Sending you all a great big hug. Thank you so much for watching. Be inspired. Be inspired. Sincerely. Use what you have and have a blast. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon.